Oh, finish. Kelty Hearts almost immediately score, and it is that man there, the number 10, who has scored for Kelty Hearts. He's set one up with his free kick, and he's just scored an absolute banger, as you saw there. So yeah, it is now 2-1 to Kelty Hearts, and the number 10, Dylan Easton. Oh, he's yeah, had a great game in the last match I saw Kelty Hearts, a goal and an assist. Here we go. Oh. As it still stands, it is in the balance. And yeah, last week it was a long-range dipping effort from Dylan Easton, a good player who has played well on the channel before. There we go, it's 7-0. It's number 10, Dylan Easton. He's my favourite Kelty player. He always plays well when I see him. To be fair, they all do, and it's 7-0 now. How does it feel to be part of such like a historic promotion?
Yeah, it feels great. Played at Celtic Park, but the best I've played at was Ibrox. Played against, only because of how well he's done, is probably Andy Robertson. Ever since I grew up, I used to just go out my front street and just try things that he did in games, and he was definitely the best. So Ronaldinho. Yeah, so here I am in the town of Kelty. Look at this. I've never really looked around the town before. Much like most places I come, I just come for the football, but let's have a look what Kelty has to offer before we go down the stadium and chat to, yeah, one of their star men this season, Dylan Easton. Be great to chat to him and find out more about, yeah, the club and what the promotion means to him and to, yeah, the club as a whole as well. But yeah, look at this. Even outside this pub, they have the bunting up still. Look, the colours of Kelty Hearts to celebrate their promotion to the SPFL, their historic promotion to the SPFL. It's a very kind of arty little like seeming town, but yeah, there's a few murals which I'll show you just now. But first of all, this is Connor Law, a local boxer who sadly died, and yeah, nice to see them remembering him on the side of the pub, and yeah, cool to see some murals about the town as well. And on the road that leads to New Central Park, the home of Kelty Hearts, you can see all these banners, look, celebrating hashtag the Maroon Machine. That's Barry Ferguson up there, the first one you see as you come in. And there's a few players coming up, and here's Nathan Austin up here on one. But yeah, I wonder if we can see Dylan Easton, who we're filming with today. But yeah, a bit of news from Kelty Hearts. Barry Ferguson has just left. He got them up into the SPFL, and the rumours are that he's going to be going to Alloa and be the Alloa manager. So yeah, bit of a weird one, seeing as they've just been promoted, but yeah, maybe he thinks it's like job done or whatever. But yeah, look, here's some of the players. It's great to see that, yeah, the whole town of Kelty with even the bins are the colour of the football team, maroon, and yeah, it's great to see the banners and the bunting up through the town, and then even these banners on the way up to the stadium as well. And here he is, the Kelty number 10, Dylan Easton. We will be chatting to him today at the stadium, and yeah, he's played really well this season, caught my eye on a few occasions when I've seen them play, scored some absolutely great goals and set some good ones up as well. So yeah, it'd be great to chat to him and see what the future holds for him, for Kelty Hearts, see what the promotion means. We'll learn a little bit about his career, some of the teams that he's played for as well. Yeah, should be a really interesting video. Great to be able to get people back on the vlogs. Like, it's been so hard this year and last year due to obvious reasons to actually meet up with people and get videos filmed at different stadiums and stuff, but now things are opening up. I'm absolutely buzzing. Hopefully I can get more people on the videos in yeah, the weeks and months to come. So yeah, in that vein, please do subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the great content that I've got coming up. Smash that like button as well, and I'll see you inside Kelty Hearts very shortly. A huge thank you to everyone who bought one of my 20 Rangers Champions canvases. As you can see, I've restocked. They are back by popular demand. There was a few of you out there who were disappointed that you didn't get them in time because the 20 sold out or whatever. So yeah, they have now restocked, and some of the feedback that I had was that some of the sizes weren't big enough. People wanted bigger sizes when they were buying them. The people that bought them were happy with the size that they had, but there were people who wanted to buy bigger ones. Hence
the different sizes that I now have on offer. A few people emailed me and direct messaged me saying that they wanted to buy some for Father's Day, which is at the end of June. So yeah, they are in limited numbers again. So if you do want to purchase them, I will include them in the first link in the description box below, so you can buy some for Father's Day if that's something that you want to get for your dad for the big day. Also, every single one that is sold, you will receive a personalized message, a handwritten message from me. So yeah, if it is a gift for someone else, then when you buy them on eBay, write in the buyer's notes who it's for, and I can always address the note to someone else. And for one of the 5 people that buy one of the big Rangers ones, one of the 40 by 40 centimeters, you will receive something from the club shop. This was something I did for the other 20 that I sold. One person at random received some stuff from the club shop, and that'll be the same for these sales as well, but it's for the big ones only. So whoever buys one of the 40 by 40 Rangers canvases, remember there are only 5 available of those, then you will receive something from the club shop at random as well. But yes, there are Kelty Hearts ones, there are now Celtic ones, and there are more Rangers ones as well. So yes, please do check them out. First link in the description box below. It really supports my channel, and I thank everyone so much who has already bought one from the last campaign. Alright, thank you very much. Back to the video. Dylan Easton, firstly, a huge congratulations on the promotion with Kelty Hearts. How does it feel to be part of such like a historic promotion?
Yeah, it feels great. You know, when I got the phone call from the manager, from Dean, it was always sort of the ambition of the club. You know, that's what told me here, and it was sort of a no-brainer. So to have obviously won the league quite convincingly the first year, we've done it. Obviously, that's what we expected to do. But the main target was to get into the playoffs and also take this club further. But we obviously the COVID restrictions and stuff, and it sort of hit. Everything sort of got put back. So it was a bit of a sucker blow, as you could say. But you know, we got the chance again the second year, and we done it again. So when we got the phone call for the opportunity to get the playoffs, it was always what we were set to do.
And from your point of view then, you must be very proud of what you've achieved, because we're currently in the goal mouth of where you scored against Brora, of the match I was at as well. So just from your point of view, how do you feel you've performed this season, and like what have you contributed to the team?
Yeah, I feel that I've right kicked on this season. You know, last season, you know, I done well, but I always said, and I spoke to the manager obviously towards the end of the season, there's something I could do is probably add more goals to my game. You know, the kind of player I am, I'll always create numerous chances in games, and it was maybe not happening as much in the first season, so I tried to take that into the second season, and I took off. I just sort of kept finding the net, and then yeah, as much as I could help the team to obviously score goals, it's something I was always willing to do. The
news has kind of come out in the past few days that has shocked the football world. Even I was telling you that some of my mates down in England were asking me why Barry Ferguson's left. What are your thoughts on the gaffer leaving?
Yeah, it's a tough one. It was something a lot of us never expected, to be honest. But that's part and parcel of football, and these things happen. So you know, the manager was brought in, and he got, as we said before, he got set a task of obviously getting Kelty up into the leagues, and he's done his job. So you know, wherever he goes or whatever happens with him, you know, we just like to wish him all the best and thank him for what he's done to the club and for what he's done for me. So he's played a big part of my football career. So
and a question, you must have played with like quite a few managers in your career. How does it feel to play for someone who's like achieved so much like Barry has at Premier League level down in England, and he's on the Hall of Fame at Ibrox as well, on the Wall of Fame rather? Like, how does that feel as a player to play for someone like that?
It's surreal, to be honest. When back in, I can't remember what it was, my end of my season at Elgin, he was obviously the Clyde manager at the time, and well, personally myself, I wanted to go back full time, but as soon as he picked up the phone and explained and said what he could do and take me into the club, it was like, wow, Barry Ferguson, like
big draw, I suppose.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I'd love to play for him. And then I think the more you play with him, and so I've played with him obviously for a long time now you don't really, it's sort of, you forget about it at the time, because you're just focusing on playing, but when you take a step back, as you say, and realise how much of a legend he is in the game, it's a pleasure to play under, to be honest. And
then just the final question in this like first little part here, where do you see Kelty Hearts in the next 5, maybe 10 years?
Well, I could see them right kicking off. You know, I see, you know, Cove, for example, have done the exact same. I don't see why Kelty can't do the same. If they can do what Cove have done and keep majority of their players and try and, you know, add a few more, then yeah, I don't see why they can't go on and kick on in League 2 and see where it takes them.
Perfect.
Here we go. Yeah, so this has all been in the home team dressing rooms. This has all been, I guess, closed for quite a while, right? For you guys?
It's obviously been closed with the COVID restrictions. We've obviously been moved up to the social club.
Yeah.
So we could obviously maintain a distance and stuff.
Because there's got to be a 2 metre distance, and you look at the space, and there's probably not enough space in here to have a whole squad. So what's you sit over there? Do you number 10?
Yeah, I sit over there. Right.
That's your place. Do you have any pre-match rituals that you'd take part in games? I know footballers are quite superstitious. Do you have anything that you do?
I'll always keep that seat. I keep my bag under, keep my boots at the top, and that's about it. Normally, before I go on the pitch, it depends what I'm wearing. If I'm wearing a short sleeve t-shirt, I'll always have my tape around my wrist. It's so superstition, I don't know why. But if it's long sleeve, I don't put it on.
You see players do it. I suppose like you might score a hat trick or whatever in a game, and you have a specific thing that happens during that match, and you carry it on for later on and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
I don't know if you see before I go onto the pitch, I'll always touch the ground.
Yeah.
And I've obviously got tattoos of my families and my kids and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll always try and kiss it before. And
there's certain players who come onto the pitch left-footed or right-footed or whatever.
I'm
it's
left.
strange. There you go.
Yeah, I'm left.
So
I'm
every
always
time
left-footed, and I do 3 hops.
it's weird that people do that, isn't it? Like imagine if you didn't do the hops and you might have a bad game or whatever.
Yeah.
So in these changing rooms then, can you hear fans on obviously a normal match day? Like can you hear the atmosphere building outside whilst you're in here?
Yeah, you hear them all coming in. Obviously, with the first season that we had some crowds up to 2,000, over 2,000. Obviously, the Bonnery game, for example, we were in here, huge game, both of us going head to head for the league, and we were all getting ready, music obviously pumping, and you could still hear the tension of the crowd. It was electric, and as soon as we obviously stepped foot on that pitch, it was just. And obviously, with it being so small, it was like over 2,000. It felt like there was 20,000. It was just
so close to the pitch as well, isn't
amazing.
It? Yeah. Best stadium you've ever played at?
I've played at Celtic Park, but the best I've played at was Ibrox.
What was the circumstances around Celtic Park and Ibrox?
I signed for Berwick at the time. I'd left Livingston as a young boy, and I went to play for Berwick for a little time. And Rangers were obviously in the lower tier, working back up, and it was the last game of the season at Ibrox. They were getting a trophy, so 53,000.
God, that's mad for Berwick as well. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Rangers playing teams like Berwick and stuff like that. So, question 2: best player you've played with?
Best player I've played with. It's a tough one.
If there's one that you think, I'd just love to drop him into Kelty Hearts now, maybe it is a Kelty Hearts player.
Put him on the spot.
Stumped you.
Even trying to go back to my St Johnstone days.
Or maybe just a couple of different players that really stand out.
Played with or played against? Played with.
With next questions against as well.
To be fair, when I was at St Johnstone the first year, Stevie May was obviously, he was incredible that year. We had a good run, obviously being in Europa League and stuff. I was involved in the squad on the bench.
Did you go to any away trips to Europe?
I went to Rosenborg. Well, we started at Rosenborg at the home game, then we obviously got through. Then I travelled to Switzerland.
Oh yeah.
Against, I think it was FC Luzern.
Yeah.
And then we went to Slovakia against Spartak Trnava.
There you go. Yeah, I've seen a game in Slovakia, and everyone was telling me to go to Trnava.
Yeah, so Stevie May that season he was unplayable.
Yeah.
So I'd probably say him.
Well, my next question was going to be, who's the best player you played against?
Played against, only because of how well he's done, is probably Andy Robertson.
Yeah, fair enough. Was that in his Dundee United
Park.
or Queen's Park days, right?
Yeah, so back when I was at Berwick as well at the time, and then.
Were you on his side of the pitch?
Yeah.
Oh God.
So he was playing on the left, I was playing on the right.
How did you do against him?
You could always know that he could play because he had an engine. Like he wasn't playing left back, he was playing like a sort of left wing role or left. I think they played 3 at the back. He was playing sort of left of a 5. But you could just see the power, the pace, everything. He had it all. To be honest
it's mad that Celtic let him go, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
they
crazy.
let him go. Highest point of your career?
Highest point, probably this. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
I was going to say, this has got to be up there, surely. Yeah.
Obviously, getting promotion with Kelty. I've been, as I say, with the Europa League and stuff, had a successful season at St Johnstone, been involved with that group of lads. But every club I've sort of been at, we've reached playoffs, but I've never quite got to the further step.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is definitely probably the highest point in my career.
And you've just shown me a few on your phone, but favourite goal you've scored?
For Kelty or total?
Ever,
I scored a good one, obviously, when I was at Clyde. That would be up there, but I think
The Bonnyrigg goal you just showed me?
Yeah, I think the Bonnyrigg goal here was probably the best, just because there was so many people here to witness it as well. It was a special day, and both of us going head to head for the league.
Who was your football hero growing up?
Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho?
Yeah, all day.
Scottish
all
football
day.
hero?
Scotland. I don't want to say it just because he was here for a while, but when I spoke before, obviously the manager, Barry Ferguson, growing up and seeing him play he was always special.
He was one of the big talents at the time, I suppose, wasn't he? And so, who did you support growing up? Obviously, you've told me you're a Liverpool fan. Did you have any clubs in Scotland that you would have loved to play for?
Celtic fan. I was a Celtic fan growing up. My whole family Celtic. My dad he sort of lived up to, he tried to push me to play football and stuff, and when I sort of started getting a love for football, it was just everything I felt was just Celtic, all my family. So yeah, Celtic growing up.
So that would have been the dream club to play for, would be Celtic. Was there any others? Hibs maybe? They're quite closely linked. And
yeah, I started off at Hibs as a young boy, and I loved it there as well. And obviously being a ball boy for so many years, Hibs was obviously another one that I would love to have played for, yeah.
So final few questions then. If you could pick 3 players, past or present, that you'd love to play with now, who would they be?
Anyone.
Anyone, to bring them straight back from their prime. Could be Gaza, could be anyone, Henrik Larsson, anyone like.
Henrik Larsson. Obviously the first Ronaldinho.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Ever since I grew up, I used to just go out my front street and just try things that he did in games, and he was definitely the best. So Ronaldinho. Messi now, of course, who wouldn't want to play with Messi?
Yeah.
A bit before growing up. Henrik Larsson. For being a Celtic boy, being so young, he was special. He was very special.
And so with obviously Kelty going up, and you've obviously come back from quite a big knee injury in the past as well. What does the future hold for you as a player?
Well, obviously it's my contract's up here at Kelty. You know, everyone knows that. I love it here. Obviously, I'm going to speak with Dean and stuff over the next week. Speak with my agent and take it from there. You know, I'm not jumping at anything. I'll see what's obviously to offer and take which is best, which I think is for me and for my family.
So I've just got myself a coffee at one of the few cafes in the village here. Yes, this is a village, not a town, and this village now has an SPFL club. So to the people of Kelty, I congratulate you. To the people at the football club, I thank you all for being so kind to me and letting me come to so many games and stuff, and to Dylan as well, for giving up his time today and coming on the channel. Great to chat to him on and off camera as well. He has so many stories from his time playing in Scottish football and playing in Europe with St Johnstone at certain clubs, and it's just amazing to pick his brains about the game in general. But what an absolute ledge. He's played so well on so many of my videos now. Like I think he's scored in every game except from one that I've been at. So he's always played well, always caught my eye as a great player. So we'll see how he does next season as well, and we'll see how Kelty do. Guys, in the comment section below, let me know where you think Kelty will finish in League 2. Can they win the league next season? I think they'll be up there. There's some good teams in there for next season. There's going to be Edinburgh City, Stenhousemuir. They're going to be strong next season. But can Kelty Hearts have back-to-back promotions? I think if there's a team that can,
I'm sure they are able to. I may have already included a clip of me talking about this, but my canvases from Kelty Hearts should be available now, so there will be a link in the description box below. In this moment right now when I'm filming this, they haven't arrived yet, but yeah, they should arrive soon enough. So yes, there should be a link below to a few of them, so please do yeah, check them out. They really support my channel, and I'm sure they'll look great in your home if you're a Kelty fan. Please do remember to smash that like button as well. It really does help, and subscribe if you aren't already. I'll leave some videos around my head as ever, so you can keep watching my content. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.